But yeah, everything, DJ, zap shots, photo booth, live video feed, the whole kit and caboodle tonight.
So that means you'll get home by yeah, right.
It's a lot of packing. It's over at midnight, but luckily it's only about 10, 12 minutes from my house. So at least I've got that going for me.
Going for it. Yeah, you don't have to pay for the party.
Exactly. That too. I get paid to be there.
That is so true, Chef, in the way that because people always go, oh, you're the DJ. No, we actually were invited to this celebration of food and dancing and stuff, and I just happened to stand over here.
Yeah, there you go.
How do you feel when you bring together the celebration of family and friends and things like that, and your imagination is the one that put that cuisine together?
I could start with, what's the occasion? Who do I want to invite? What will they eat? And does it matter what they think?
The book, Eat, Drink, and Be Murray. This is coming out at the perfect time because it is that season. We're going right into the tradition of the holidays right now, and this book opens up the imagination.
It's a wonderful book. It's a simple book. That's the one thing people should take away from it. That this book shows people they can make a really nice meal, and it's not brain surgery.
What? Let's talk. I'm here in the South, and here in the South, we love our fried chicken. Lucille's fried chicken. How would you prepare it in the way that I would make the attempt, but I'm sure it wouldn't taste as great as yours, Chef?
Well, my mom's she seemed to use less oil than a lot of people I've made chicken with. She only had it was a 1/4 inch oil on the bottom of the pan. Where I know other people, and you get one of those big skillets, and they put half of it is oil, which is not a bad thing either, And then there's people who drop it in the basket. But my mom's was made with love, and that's the one thing that came through with all that chicken. I mean, she made that one night for dinner, and my brother Brian brought John Belushi to dinner. They were in Second City at the time, and John must have eaten 3 chickens that night. John wasn't a big drinker, but he ate a lot of food. He loved to eat. That and dessert were his 2 big things, man. And but yeah, it's my fried chicken. It's my mom's fried chicken. It's pretty darn good.
Chicken is my go-to because it seems to be the comfort food and things like that. And that's one of the things that during the lockdown that I prepared a lot in the kitchen. I wasn't anywhere near even thinking about becoming a chef until the lockdown. And then when I went in there, oh my God, dude, I can't imagine what you go through, Chef.
It's all about preparation, most of it, and then it's just you get it all ready, and then you get it, and when it's done, you're so happy with yourself. But yeah, the chicken thing, everybody's eating chicken. It's crazy. In New York, it seems like everybody orders chicken. I got a chicken hash recipe in this book that's wonderful. That, and you pair that with the Bloody Bull that's in the cocktail section, and that'll cure any hangover you got.
You also have the chicken vegetable soup as well. But see, I like my soup scalding hot because it slows me down. How do you prepare your soup?
It's a lot of vegetables. I saute a lot of vegetables before the stock ever gets in. I've been known to, bring chicken soup over to sick girlfriends' houses. It scores points. Let me tell you on that one.
But when you prepare food like that, what is it like to relinquish it in the way that, because I mean I write books, I do radio. When I relinquish the energy, it's like you don't stand there wanting things to come back. But what do you do knowing that your art is now going to be gone in a matter of moments?
It's it's kind of stressful sometimes in the beginning because I make a big deal, and I have a dinner party or some people come over. I can't eat my own food until everybody sat down and has started eating it, and it's almost done. And then I have calmed down enough because my energy level was just, skyrocketing just to get all this food and get it done right. That then I sit down, and when it's all done, and that's when I get hungry. It's actually about 2 hours after everybody leaves.
You grilled pimento cheese sandwiches. I mean, I thought pimento cheese was pretty much a Southern thing, but this book is proving that no, I'm wrong.
Well, to tell you the truth, this pimento cheese recipe, grilled cheese recipe, comes from my friend Martha Walters, who's from Charleston.
Yes.
And she is very particular about her pimento cheese, and very particular about the bread. She wants you to use sourdough bread on it you make that grilled cheese sandwich, and she's absolutely right.
What do you think of Charleston? I mean, that's my favorite place on the planet. Do you ever just get out there and play around?
I go to Charleston about 4 times a year.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I love Charleston. I really do. And I was fortunate enough to meet Sean Brock, who was running the Husk restaurants then. And he since sold those and moved to Nashville, and he's opened 4 more in Nashville. And not Husk restaurants, but different restaurants. There's some great chefs and food that's available in Charleston. One of my favorite towns in the world.
Yeah, because you get down there around Meeting Street or even Main Street. Kings Drive has all those beautiful restaurants and stuff. But I've always wanted a fancy restaurant out there on Folly Beach so I could just look at that lighthouse.
Oh, the Folly Beach is wonderful. One year, my family, we rented 3 houses. It was about a mile apart, the 3 houses. So the kids would start boogie boarding at one house, and the waves would take you down to the 3rd house. And they just went back and forth, and you'd have lunch and dinner at the middle house. Because we had about 35 people with us, so yeah, it worked out real well.
What led you to becoming that chef? I mean, that to me is your stage, but what's your other art forms?
Singing.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I was when I was a kid, I was in the boys' choir. I went to Europe. I sang for the Pope. When I was in high school, I was in boys ensemble, and then when I got older, I remember being in this bar with these guys, and I was telling them, I used to sing, and told them about singing for the Pope, and they said, wow, why don't we have some? And I had this is a bar that had a lot of musicians hanging out. It was Steve Hawley, who was a drummer for Wings, and Brian Stanley, who was Tommy Shaw's bass player. Jimmy Vivino, who's Conan O'Brien's music director. And so we had this like Holiday Inn band. We only played on holidays. The Andy Murray band, we only, be there or be square kind of thing. And it was crazy. You'd sit up there and I could sing. And you'd have these people screaming for you. And then the next day you're in front of a stove sweating and you go, wait a minute, what's wrong? Something wrong with this picture.
Do you plan on recording anything anytime soon?
No, my voice has changed a little bit. It's still pretty good, but it's a younger man's game.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on this book, Eat, Drink, and Be Murray. I mean, it really is and like you said, it is easy. What I love about it is that take it to the store with you or take it to the farmer's market so that you can really buy the right ingredients.
Well, do that. Read the stories. I was told by one lady, it's like a big warm hug.
Yep.
It's a wonderful Christmas present. It's a memoir and recipes. It's not just recipes. Mm-hmm. So there's some fun stories in there.
Well, and the pictures too. Kudos on the pictures.
Oh, there's some family pictures people have never seen. There's some pictures I've never saw There's a picture of my parents when they were like 20 years old at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago. It's a great picture.
Wow. Well, I look forward to talking to you more and more in the future, Chef. Anytime. The door is always going to be open for you.
Thank you, Arrow. I appreciate it so much. Listen, you have a great holiday season.
Same to you, sir. Be brilliant today.
All right. Thank you so much.